Yer. Welcome to the Fragrance Plug, your source for all things scent. I am your host, Maurice. We have a packed out show today, man. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having an awesome day. Look, we got a lot to discuss. I got a new layering combo. I'm just going to talk about it quickly. We're not going to break it down because this one might be the combo of the week for Monday. We also have seven mind blowing cheapies that we are going to discuss. Some of these were love at first sniff, and some of them I had to let macerate for a little bit, but they got better for sure. But they were still mind blowing. We're going to do some shelf talk where we're going to be discussing revisiting three older fragrances or just three fragrances that are going to be good for the upcoming season. So we will be talking about that as well. And then we're also going to be revisiting three random decants. We might even do a plug talk segment. So yeah, man, make sure y'all drop y'all scent of the days down in the chat. Hey, what's good, fam? What's good, brother? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. You know it's always good to see you down there in the chat. Much love, much love. So the combo that I was rocking out started off some this week. Somebody suggested it to me. If this is the one that I end up rocking with, I will be featuring them on the channel. But Wanted by Night and Amber Oud Gold Edition, fam. This is an elite combination. This is an elite combination right here. You get a lot of the pear and the musk. The pear and the musk truly shine through this one. Then you get a lot of the spices with this one. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but the combo was absolutely beautiful, man. Room filler for sure. Big body fragrance. I'm not saying it lasted all day, but it's definitely a big body fragrance. You're going to have a nice scent trail with you on that fragrance. All right, man, let's get into it now. We do have the daily drop. We got a lot of new fragrances that we have to discuss. So let's go ahead and get straight into it because Bond No.9 has hit us with a new one that we must discuss. I think it's going to be something for the ladies, but we still need to discuss it. Move this over here. Come back here. All right, man, let's talk about it, man. Bond No.9 New York Chick. Something for the ladies. Looks like we have something for the ladies coming up. Very nice bottle. I don't know what it is about this all gold sleek look. Just in time for Fall Fashion Week, Bond No.9 is paying tribute to the city that never sleeps with a new scent that captures the glamour, grit, and undeniable style of New York. After all 23 years of paying homage to so many local neighborhoods, more than 100 actually, we've decided to do a fragrance that's representative of the whole city, says Bond No.9's founder, Larice. Created in collaboration with perfumer Morozov, New York Chick is envisioned as a love letter to the city's innate sophistication and forward thinking. Looks like it's going to have like some type of Sex of the City theme type of thing going to it. I don't know. Let's scroll down a little bit more. I'm trying to get to the notes on this. Okay, here we go. Described as a layered gourmand. All right, now we getting somewhere. Described as a layered gourmand, New York Chick is designed like the olfactory equivalent of a little black dress making its debut on a city runway. The scent opens up with the warm liqueur-like notes of Divana blend with floral heliotrope and grounded by smoky tobacco leaf, a combination remnants of the Descendant cocktail before a night out of town. This looks like it's gonna be nice, man. I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm growing on to gourmand. This says cognac. Okay, hold on. Let's look. Nose right here. Top nose, Divana, heliotrope, and tobacco leaf. So with that tobacco leaf, and then I see cognac in the mid. It's making me think that this might not be. It's gonna be unisex, but it might have a little bit more masculine leaning qualities. In the mid, we have Immortal for Life. What the? Oh, Immortelle for Life. I don't know what that for life. I know what the immortality. I don't know what the for life is. I don't know about that one. Tuberose and cognac accord. In the base we have patchouli for life. What the fuck is the patchouli for life? Bro, what is going on? Patchouli for life, tobacco leaf, musk, and oud. This might actually be a banger. And I'm kind of curious to know how this is coming off. Because when I think of New York, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say like smell wise. I've been there twice. When I think of smell wise, I think smoke. A lot of pollution, piss. You know what I'm saying? New York cool. New York busy, bro. But when I think of smell and I think of like what I just mentioned and what this fragrance has in it, like I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Like the tobacco leaf sounds cool. The cognac sounds cool. The oud is very interesting for me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. New York Chick will debut September 15, 2025, available at Bond No.9 boutiques in New York and Miami, as well as at Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Ave, Bloomingdale's, Select Dillard's, Harrods, Selfridges, and online at bond9.com as a 100 ml only EDP at the suggested price of $4.70. Woo! What hey man, hey. They taxing. But that's on par for what you'll be getting from a Bond No.9. So we can't trip over that. Got a new fragrance for the ladies that we need to tap into. It looks like Yves Saint Laurent is hitting us with the new Couture. Libre Vanilla Couture. Yeah. I don't think I have a date for this one just yet, but some of the notes that we can be expecting is orange blossom, lavender. You can also expect some black bourbon, vanilla, caviar, rum, absolute. So this one sounds like it's gonna be bright, aromatic opening, boozy and sweet. The only thing that's really throwing me off is that caviar. I'm kind of curious to know what this one smells like. I ain't gonna lie, this one sounds like for what I would like to smell on. This sounds like something that I wouldn't mind smelling on a woman because again, it has the orange blossom and the lavender, so a very nice floral aromatic opening. We have the bourbon vanilla with we have the black bourbon. Wait, is that all? I don't know if that's all one. I think that might be three different ones. But we got the black bourbon and then we got the vanilla. So it's looking boozy with some vanilla sweetness. And then we also have the rum absolute. This sounds like a boozy fragrance. I'm kind of curious to know how this will come off for the ladies. A new limited golden temptation. As precious as freedom, Libre Vanilla Couture is a new limited golden temptation. Sensual reinterpretation of Libre, shining in gold both inside and out, a reflection of the radiant spirit of the Libre woman. For her, freedom is gold. She lives and breathes her freedom, ignites her own destiny, and writes her own rules. All right, let's see. I want to see something about the notes. Amber gourmand twist on the iconic floral Libre DNA. Hey, okay, and it's gonna be right in time for the season. I like this. I like this a lot. Amber gourmand twist added to this rich black bourbon vanilla caviar from Madagascar. Yeah, man, that sounds like a banger for the ladies. That sounds like it's gonna be an absolute hit. I'm rocking with that. We have two more fragrances that I want to go over. We have two new ones from French Avenue that we must discuss. There's already a little news about it. I don't see it available except for on one website, but Atlantis Extrait, from what I'm seeing right now, it is available for pre-order. I have not one idea when this is going to ship. And if you're asking me about this website, I've never ordered from them. I literally just use this to showcase the bottle, and then we can talk a little bit about what is going to come, like how the fragrance could be coming off as. But I don't know of any website yet that has this available. All I'm seeing is pre-order on this one. But I will say this, French Avenue in this Extrait line, this has the potential, especially because now that we're getting two new fragrances. Right now, I think the only one we have was the Ethereal Extrait, and I think there might be one for the ladies. But for us to be getting two new variations of this fragrance that's going to be for the men, this, and also going off of what the first one was like, Ethereal Extrait, I'm expecting this to be French Avenue's version of the Hawass line. That's kind of what this is coming off as right now. Like this, especially because with Out There Extrait, projection, performance, amazing smell. You get a lot with that one. If this one right here can be on that same path, as well as the second one that we're gonna go over, if these can be on the same path, I can see the Extrait line being French Avenue's version of Hawass by Versace. And if that's the case, we have a lot to be excited about because that Versace line, that Hawass line from Versace, they don't miss. They don't miss. Atlantis Extrait, a fresh odyssey of citrus, sea, and sensual warmth. Step into the mythical world of Atlantis Extrait, a fragrance that invokes the crisp ocean breeze, radiant citrus groves, and sunlight shores of a forgotten paradise. Crafted by French Avenue, this eau de parfum is a vibrant escape into a realm where freshness meets depth and light meets allure. Now, a few things that we have in this, we have some mandarin orange in the opening, orange and lemon, a huge blast of freshness, like you said. In the hearts, we have watermelon and coconut, so we're seeing that it's going to be giving off somewhat of a tropical vibe at the same time. Ambergris, amberwood, and cacao. It's kind of curious. So I'm guessing that the watermelon and the coconut is supposed to be the one that's substituting that aquatic scent that we're supposed to be getting from the fragrance. For some reason, one of the things that first came to my mind, I'm curious to know if this is gonna be like somewhere in like that Louis Vuitton vein of things, like afternoons, Pacific chill, like something around that vein. Because with all this citruses, it does kind of give me that. The one thing that's really throwing it off is the watermelon and the coconut. So I'm very curious to know how that one itself would be coming off, because this is the one out of the three. This might be my favorite one. Let's see. Atlantis extract begins with a dazzling citrus melody. The juicy brightness of mandarin orange, zesty lemon, and sweet orange come together in an exhilarating burst of energy. As the scent develops, a breezy tropical heart emerges. The juicy freshness of a watermelon pairs with creamy coconut, conjuring images of sun-drenched coastlines and ocean-kissed skin. In the base, sensual depth is revealed. Rich ambergris and smooth amberwood bring salty, woody warmth, while a hint of cacao adds a soft, mysterious finish, comforting yet invigorating, intriguingly bold. Hey, I'm telling you, this might be a hit, fam. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat. I wonder, I need this. Bro, this one right here, Atlantis from Cerruti. I need this shit bad. This one I want. We're not talking about this. But yes, Atlantis, that's the first one that we can be expecting. Again, it is for pre-order. If you want to take your chance with this website, do your thing. I don't know anything about it, so I can't speak to it. But the second fragrance that we can be expecting from the French Avenue line is going to be one called Chaos. It is going to be one called Chaos. Red bottle, sleek. I'm liking this. Yes. Let's tap into it. I don't think now one of these are out yet, but they should be coming out within the next upcoming month, maybe even weeks. All we know right now is this one. This one has a lot of cherry. This one has a lot of red fruits. A little bit of iris in the mid, vanilla, moss, and leather in the dry down. I have not one idea how this fragrance can be coming off. I will say this, I really don't have too many fragrances that have cherry in them. One of the first one that comes to my mind is Girl On. Yeah, Girl On is one of the first ones that come to my mind, especially when I see cherry specifically. Yeah, that one really pops up. But then we also have Iris. We can be expecting some of that too. So I don't know, man. I think that this one is going to be nice too. But the one that I'm really looking forward to the most out of all of the ones that we went over is going to be the Atlantis extract. That one just seems like it's going to be the much more popular, general, enjoyable fragrance, like most mass appealing fragrance for sure. For sure. Let's get back over. Now, let me catch up with the chat real quick, and then we're going to talk about these 7 mind-blowing cheapies that I have. I want to go over a couple of them. Hey, Sin of the Day, Nazar Royal Paradise. Hey, Rick, Nazar got some hits. Fam. I'm telling you right now, Nazar got some masterpiece. I'm the man, panty dropper, absolute night, absolute bangers, and great concentration of oil. Code D4G will get your code D4G15 will save you some money with Nazar fragrances. Hey, no cap. Layering combo to try out: Latapa Art of Universe and Paris Corner Coconut Lagoon. Hey, that might be a banger right there. See, that Art of Universe, for me, Art of Universe is becoming a very, very nice fragrance to use for layering. I'm telling you right now. It's like that. Scent of the Day, Royal Blend Sequoia. I can't wait for that one. I love Wave Child. Hey, okay. Has anybody tried out Latafa Ana Abadai Coral? It's also inspired by Wave Child. What else? I need to look into that. Chaos has been released. Bet I haven't seen that one been released yet. I haven't even seen anybody talk about it. So I'm eager to see how that one's gonna come off. I will say that between those two, Atlantis is probably gonna be the one that I get first, but we'll see. I could possibly get both of them. Man, let's switch over to the next topic, and we're gonna discuss 7 mind blowing cheapies. Now, a few of these, one of these, only one I had to let macerate. All the other ones I enjoyed them in first sniff. Some of them were extremely unique, and a lot of these fragrances are going to be unique in a way. Like that's one of the things that really captivated me towards it. Let's go ahead and get started with the first one, and the first one I have is the Tour Noir Echo, or the Tour Echo. I'm sorry, not the Noir part. The Tour Echo. This is gonna be in that Parfums of Marley Hautaine DNA. I hate the atomizer on. Well, I don't hate the atomizer. I hate the bottle style on this. Like the bottle style, I don't know. The first one was cool, but this one I don't know. It just don't seem right. But anyway, a very beautiful oud style fragrance. A lot of spices, a good touch of aromatics with this one. You got some lavender that plays a big part in the opening, but one of the main things in this one is going to be that saffron spice. You have to be a fan of earthy fragrances when you tap into this one. One of the things that I did enjoy about this one initially was that this was the first fragrance, and I don't know of too many others that actually do that Hautaine DNA. So when I got my hands on this one, did a side-by-side comparison, it was extremely close enough for me in that opening to where, damn, I can't believe they actually got this one as close as they did. And the more that you let it sit there, the better it gets. That oud becomes a lot more enjoyable. Extremely enjoyable, especially as you start to hit the dry down, because it still maintains a good part of that saffron spice, so you still get the earthiness added to it, but then you also still have that touch of the lavender in this one as well. Now, it's not too much of like a gourmand inspiration. It's not too much of a sweetness with this one. This fragrance is going to be extremely masculine, extremely dark. Like this is going to be a very unique fragrance. So if you're not somebody who enjoys leathers, oud, spices, earthy fragrances like that, then this one probably won't be for you. But for me, boy, yeah, this one was an absolute hit, man. I enjoyed this one. I can't wait for it to start to get cooler so I can wear this one. I think I'm gonna have to wait till it really hits below 70 though. I just think I'm gonna have to wait till it hits below 70. But first one, the Tour Echo, absolute beautiful fragrance in my opinion. And then the next one, I've talked about this next one a few times already, and I continue to say Shaba from Anfar. Absolute beast, fam. Absolute amazing fragrance. And you're paying under $40 for this one. You're paying under $40 for this one. A lot of passion fruit in this one. It's gonna be playing on that oud maracuja DNA somewhat. So you're gonna get the passion fruit. You're gonna get the oud. One of the things that you do get in this one is you do get like a little bit of an oriental twist to it. I'm gonna say this might be more so of an inspiration just because of how it comes off. It almost has like a earthy type of spice with it that's somewhat underlaying as it's combining with that wood. But the passion fruit, the fruits that this has in it, and as well as that rose as it starts to transition, really shines in this fragrance. Another fragrance that is unique, and I might have to say this about all of them. There's 7 fragrances. 2 of these aren't unique. I'm gonna let you know right now. 2 of these are not mass appeal. Like these, I'm noticing that, damn, I made this list kind of curated towards what I actually enjoy in fragrances. And yeah, this is nice, man. This is nice. Again, you do have to be a fan of that passion fruit. It does have a little bit like a faint fruity aspect in the opening, but you still have that rose that balances it out as it starts to transition. A very nice oud touch once you hit the dry down. This fragrance is absolutely nice. And again, another one that is BOB safe. Pressurized atomizer. Don't need a lot of sprays with it. You can actually get away with this one almost year round. Probably not during the high heats of summer because you could possibly choke somebody out. But outside of that, you can definitely get away with this one in a lot of situations, whether you're dressing up or doing something casual. I would do everything but wear this one to the gym. Let me just say that. I would do everything but wear this one to the gym. Okay, let's go into the next one. The next one is going to be Assad Bourbon. Now, I know that when this one dropped, a lot of people thought that it was extremely bad. And it does have like a very designer-esque quality. about itself. But let me tell you something. That big body lavender that this fragrance has in the opening, especially in the opening, very much so a designer field fragrance. You're paying $25 to have something that you can get that you would normally get at like a Macy's, a Dillard, something like that. This fragrance right here is absolutely beautiful. A lot of lavender in the opening, does have a very nice cacao mix as it starts to transition. So you do have a nice gourmand take that you do get with this fragrance as well. Extremely chocolate, extremely creamy at the same time. If you're not a big fan of aromatics, once you get past that opening, or if you're not a big fan of like that designer-esque quality that you somewhat get in fragrances, once you get past the opening, it very much so becomes something that is unique in a way. That gourmand and cacao touch that you get is extremely nice. I like it a lot. Vanillic, somewhat boozy at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one as well. I'm looking forward to rocking this one out. But my first time trying that, I just remember it was one of those love at first sniffs type of moments. So the third one is Assad Bourbon. Moody. The next one, boom, there we go. Oud Royal from the Ministry of Oud line. Paris Corner to be exact. This one was extremely unique when I first got my eyes on. I mean, when I first got my nose on it. One of the fragrances that I got in the Facebook trade. This is different. This is different. Fruity, but still have a very nice, like, green side to it also. If you've tried what's that one fragrance from Zara, the Red Sand Dunes joint, that's kind of what this comes off as in a way. Like it has that somewhat cashmerian, aromatic filled, bright, somewhat fruity opening, transition into a nice woody base. This one is nice, and this one is a little bit more simpler than like some of the other fragrances on the list. Like this one isn't going to be a big room filler, and this one is going to be a little bit more of an intimate style fragrance. This one isn't going to garner you the most attention because it's not going to project the most. But this one is going to be more so for those one-on-one opportunities, those business opportunities, those times to connect. That's where you can shine with this one. Very, very beautiful and elegant DNA with this one. I keep spraying it. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a hit from the Ministry of Oud line. Paris Corner, Oud Royal. This is supposed to be cloning the Creed. That one's supposed to be cloning the Creed. Now another one, yes. Another one from that Oud Maracuja DNA. Bro, that Azir Oud. Azir Oud is an absolute beast. Yes, it's playing on that same Oud Maracuja DNA, but this one has a much juicier passion fruit opening in my personal opinion. Extremely bright. A lot of oud in this one, but you don't really get it until it starts to transition. This one right here, same as Saba, passion fruit, rose, oud, a soft spice in it. Vanilla dry down. This is beautiful, fam. This is another one that's beautiful. Extremely unique at the same time. Great for the months that's coming up. One that you can get away with in a lot of situations. You don't have to do this one strictly casual. You can dress this one up. And I would prefer to dress this one up a little bit more than I would dress it down. I got a trip. I'm honestly, this is probably going to be when I'm planning on going to New York in December. This might be one of my casual fragrances that I take down there. Just because I like this DNA that much. Like super casual. Like I'm talking about walking around the city. That might be the one I just walk around the city in. Alright. Move this one over. Another one that I picked up from the rack stores. A recent pickup of that. This might be like less than 2 months. Marshaba from Latafa. Oh my gosh, fam. They say that this one's supposed to be playing off that Killian smoking hot DNA. I can't speak to that one, but I can tell you this right now. When it comes to fragrance that is extremely unique, this fragrance has apple shisha in it, fam. And that was one of the first things that really captivated my attention when I smelled it, because it comes off like a hookah lounge. you really would think and assume that with this one, you just have that natural aura of being in a hookah lounge. A lot of smoke, a lot of incense with this one, but it's really the apple shisha that's going to be the main character in this fragrance right here. Beautiful. A juicy apple. Now, it's not as succulent as the one in Veneno, but on its own, yeah, this is the first one I got. I love this shit, man. Wet tobacco with that. And the thing that's really different that I'm noticing between this one and Veneno is that this one is going to be much more enjoyable for people that like the tobacco in this. Because Veneno kind of focuses a little bit more on the apple. It focuses a little bit more on the smoke. Where this one focuses more so on the rich, thick density that comes with the tobacco that you get in this. Absolutely beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. If you can find this one at your rack stores, I would advise picking it up. Because this is going to be great for the season that we're going into. And even though I did say it's a unique fragrance thanks to that apple shisha, if you just like smoky fragrances or fragrances that have incense, then this is going to be one that you will be okay with. I promise you. I promise you. Hey, how's the audio? Is the audio good? Let me know. Is everything good with the audio? Please give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is good. Let me know. Wendell, I see you, fam. I see you down in the chat. I appreciate you. Hey, yo, Bo. What up, fam? Hey, if you're still here, give me a 1 in the chat if everything is good with the audio. I just want to make sure that everything's straight on my end. Let me know. Because part of me feel like I'm hearing some feedback. All right, thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate that. Last fragrance on the list. Last fragrance on the list. And this one you can find online from the Lenuche line. Aya. Bruh, this one is nice. I'm telling you, orange creamsicle vibes in a fragrance. Perfectly unisex. But this one right here kind of has like orange. It has a lot of orange essence in it. Mandarin orange, regular orange. But the one thing that I enjoy about this fragrance is that it has this like almost orange skin shavings facet about it. Extremely cooling and almost refreshing in a way. This fragrance kind of has that refreshness, that refreshing feeling that you would get in a Sprite. The only difference is they're not using lemon in this one. They're using oranges. And it has that same refreshing quality about itself. This is going to be a little bit more youthful, a little bit more playful. But I think that it can work for most age ranges. I think for men probably around 45, it might be a little different around that age. But outside of that, I think that this one will be perfect for a lot of people. Men and women at that. It also has like this sweet sandalwoodish dry down, but it's really like a nice vanilla sweetness that you get. So you still have the orange, somewhat of like creamy woods, and then you have that sweet, this is like that. Another one that's BOB safe. You can pick this one up for less than $30, I think. If I'm correct, I think this one's less than $30. And if you're in DFW, you can go to Dallas Wholesale Perfumes. They have it in there in store. They have that whole Lenuche line to where you can spray it and you can really see which ones you like the most. I like that one. That one's an absolute beast to me. I've had that one for a while. But those are going to be my 7 mind-blowing fragrances. Make sure as you make your way into the building, make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel with the bell notification so you can be updated. We greatly do appreciate it. The next one, we're going to talk about 3 fragrances. I just want to sit and revisit 3 fragrances. That's it, fam, because one of them I absolutely love. The other 2, we're just going to talk about it. Let's get into it, man. Switching over to the next segment, let's talk shelf talk. We got 3 fragrances we're going to revisit. We're just going to talk and discuss them. Give y'all my thoughts on them. I want to know y'all thoughts, of course. And we're just going to talk for a little bit. The first fragrance that I want to revisit is going to be L'Homme Ideal EDP from Guerlain. Let's talk about it. The one thing that I remember the most about this fragrance, I almost dropped my decants. The one thing I remember the most about this fragrance is that it had like this extremely bright, like cherry note to it. cherry. I still remember it being masculine and dark in a way, but I just remember it having like I remember one of the prominent qualities in this fragrance was the cherry. So we're gonna tap into that. Oh yeah. Let's see. Because this is coming up for the season that we're in right now. And I'm needing to see what type of utility I'll be able to get out of this, or do I think that this fragrance might be better for like a trade? Now, on initial impression, it's not a bad fragrance. It's not a bad fragrance. Because you get the cherry, but outside of the cherry, you get this very nice, like, nutty quality about it. Like, sweet, nutty scents. Somewhat woody at the same time. I don't know, man. I like it. I like it. It's extremely unique. Mostly because of that cherry. And the thing that I struggle with this one is when I think about the times that I would wear this. For me, Guerlain EDP, this is the fragrance that I would wear if, like, I'm going to a networking, but I'm dressed in like a full suit. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime networking at that. Like maybe something like a gala, like a ball or something. That's more so where I could see myself wearing this one. Like if I'm just going out and about where I'm choosing the place that I'm going, there's no business, I'm just out here having fun, I'm going with something else that I would much rather lean towards. Whereas this one right here, I'm seeing this one much more so in like very classy situations. Very classy because it doesn't give off that everyday type of appeal. At least not for me. Now, if you're somebody who does a lot of business, like you're always like a bow tie fragrance type of guy, shout out to bow tie. If you're like that, then I can see this fragrance being something that would be very nice to have in the wheelhouse, especially for the fall and winter time. I can see that. But for me, I'm much more of like sporty. I be out and about. I'm not. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad though at all. It has like this, as it's sitting here, it has like this aromatic quality about itself. Somewhat lavender, like lavender, clary sage, something in there. It has a nice aromatic touch to it. And again, this fragrance is not bad. I just know that for me and the situations that I put myself in out and about, I can't see myself having like wanting to reach for this one on a non-important type of event. Like a non, I need to make an extremely professional first impression. I can't rock my Invictus. It's gonna come off too youthful. I can't rock a hard Camera. It's gonna come off too sweet and spicy. This one right here is much more so gonna come off masculine but elegant and classy at the same time. I like it. I like it. I think that with this one, I'm just realizing it's more so of just the situation. More so of the situation than anything. But we're going to let it sit there for a second. It's a cheat code to smell great. You can find them all for $50 all day. In line. In line, Bo. Bo knows. Bo knows for sure. The second fragrance we're going to tap into is Desire Toxic. Desire Toxic is going to be the second fragrance that we tap into. And this one of the main things that kind of got me with this one was this was supposed to be one of those fragrances that had the cannabis in it. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a fool for cannabis in fragrances. You know I'm a fool for the cannabis in the fragrance. I don't understand the extreme hype with this one. Because when I first smelt it, I didn't get too much. And even now, I still don't get too much. You get a lot of cardamom. It very much so has a very nice, fresh, spicy, green, spicy aspect to it in the opening. So you do have that. But one thing I personally don't get is the cannabis. And you know I enjoy cannabis in fragrances. Pacific Cannabis, Backs of California, cannabis and grapefruit. Beautiful combination. Bad Boy Le Parfum, cannabis, grapefruit, leather. Great combination. You can smell it in those two. In this one, I don't get no cannabis in this at all. I really just get fresh spicy in the opening, mostly a lot of cardamom. I don't, even as I let this fragrance sit here, one of the things that, especially with Desire Toxic, I'm just go ahead and say this. I think I've already said it before, so it's no biggie. This fragrance kind of gives me a feeling like I'm wearing glue stick. Like if I was to take a glue stick and rub it on my body, that's what I think that's very much so how this one would smell. Because I don't get much outside of that thick, slightly faint green aspect of it. I think this fragrance, if I remember correctly, I think this fragrance had a lot of hype. But I also think that this fragrance got PR'd the hell out of it too. So I don't know if that was one of the big things. If you're in the chat, please let me know. If you've gotten your hands on Desire Toxic, let me know your thoughts on it right now, because this ain't it. This ain't it in my personal opinion. I've tried this fragrance. I've tried to wear it a couple of times. I can't get with it. Let me know, man. Let me know, am I tripping? Because all I'm getting, I don't like it. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. Does the cannabis smell burnt or fresh out the pound? Out the pond? Out the pound or the pound? Man, this shit don't even smell faint, man. This shit smell like Reginald, man. Like I would expect, like if this is cannabis that they using Reginald, bro. They ain't using none of the new shit. This is Reginald. This is RG3 at its finest. Waco, like this is some Waco green right here. They like, no, bro, this ain't it. I'm not rocking with this. The cannabis in this one is terrible. The cannabis in the other fragrances that I have, you can truly pick it up. This one, I'm telling you, just think about it if you were to mix cardamom and a glue stick. That's all I can think about, fam, is literally go. What's them Dyers, the Dyers glue stick that you can get for school, back to school? Take take that Dyer's glue stick, rub it up against some grass, and put it on your skin. Because that's how this is coming off. That's very much so how this is coming off. I don't get it. I don't understand the hype on this. I cannot rock with this fragrance. And again, one of the most disappointing things with this one is the fact that I thought that it was going to have a much more prominent cannabis note, and it just does not have it. It doesn't have it at all. It doesn't have it at all. Hey, yo, what up, $1 Million Miles? I see you in the chat rocking that Nitro Red. I see you. I see you. Elmer's, that's the one. Yeah, Elmer's. Elmer's, yeah, that's the one. Elmer's, the glue. That's very much so what that's coming off like, man. I can't rock with it. If y'all like glue stick smells, by all means, this one is going to be the one that you want to have. Because even when I'm walking out throughout my day, after the first hour, that fragrance is extremely forgetful. Like, I don't even remember or recalling getting any compliments with this one right here, which is kind of rare because I get compliments. So if I don't get one and I don't smell the fragrance, I automatically assume it's the fragrance because I know I wash my ass. This one I don't smell after the first hour. One more fragrance that I want to tap into. Now this one right here, I know we gonna rock with. This is love for most people. From the house of Paco Rabanne, let's talk about Pure Excess Night. Yeah, let's talk about Pure Excess Night, man. This one, it's been macerating this whole time. It's been sitting there just growing so beautifully. So with the season getting ready to come up, I want to kind of go ahead and start preparing it for the usage that I'm about to put it through this season. So let's just tap into it. Let's just tap into it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fam, one of the things that, when it comes to Pure Excess Night, one of the first things that really captivated my mind or my attention when I first got this fragrance was you get a very nice salted caramel aspect in the opening. Beautiful, fam. Beautiful. Has a nice cacao mix, a little bit of vanilla as it's drying down. This fragrance has some spices in it also. Bruh, this is beautiful, man. If you got your nose on this one, you know what it is. This one right here is an affordable fragrance from Paco Rabanne that still does that thing to where you can get compliments. It's a gourmand fragrance and it projects. Now, I'm not saying it's going to last the longest, but when you have it on your skin, it will project during the times that it's pushing. Bruh, and it's very much so a ladies, excuse me, It's very much so like a ladies magnet type of fragrance. And what I mean by that is the gourmand facet that you get in this with the caramel, with the cacao. But it's mostly that salted caramel that still gives you that masculine edge. But the gourmand facets that you get with this are extremely nice. And again, got a little bit of spices in there, not too much, but a little bit of spice just helps add an amp to the masculine profile of this fragrance. It's like that. It's like that. Pure Excess Night is like that. And this is going to be one of the ones that I'm more eager to rock or wear when it comes to fall and winter. Now, I know this says night, and this fragrance probably would be best for date night situations. But I ain't going to hold you. This one, I'm throwing this one on evening to nighttime, brunch. Like, anytime I just want to make a solid presence in a fun way. That's what this one can do. That's what this one can do. I like this shit a lot, man. I like this one a lot. And again, if you're a fan of gourmands, you should really tap into this one because that salted caramel is something that is unique. And I don't really get that in a lot of fragrances. Like, yeah, you get the caramel aspect of things. But when I'm talking about a true salted caramel, like almost think about like, I don't even eat salted candy like that. But think of like, think of like a caramel candy with some salt on top. That's all I can think about. I can't think of no caramel candy. If you can think of one, let me know. What's them little breakable? What's some little breakable pieces of oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's like I can't even describe this shit. It's breakable, fam. It's like a sheet. You freeze it. Most of the time it has like some type of caramel, some type of sweetness to it. Most of the time it's like chocolate in that vein. And you sprinkle some chocolate up there. Sprinkle some salt up there. I forgot the exact name of that chocolate, but you can buy it at the mall. It's very much so like that. Like, I can't think of the name of it at all. But I know them shits break easily. Anyway, it very much so comes off that. Just a salted caramel fragrance. Think of a pretzel with caramel on it. Fuck it. Like, that's all I can think about right now. Very much so how this was coming off. I like this though. Pure Excess Night is an absolute banger. I'm gonna go back to Girl on Loan EDL real quick, the EDP. Bryant, yeah. There you go. There you go, man. Good looking out, fam. Good looking out, buddy, because I didn't know what was going on. I was messing up with that one. Thank you. The mayor of Detroit. Hold on, I just recognized that name. Hey, yo, what up, man? Shout out to all the Detroit fam out there, man. Shout out to the Detroit fam out there. Much love to you, bro. Much love to you, fam. Much love, much love. Going back to Long Media real quick. Nice. So now the almonds have died down a little bit. Still somewhat have that like woody, nutty effect. But now I'm starting to get a little bit more of like a smoky quality with this one. I like it. It's still just extremely unique for the situations that I'm normally in. That's the only problem with this one. Great fragrance, just might not get the most utility for me because of the situations I can see myself using this one. Ooh, let's talk back to the glue stick. Desire Toxic. I can't do it. Bro, if they use cannabis in this, they only use like the stems. Like they didn't use no leaves. They didn't use no flowers. They used straight stems. Grinded that shit up and called it cannabis. Cause this ain't hitting like that. Still has that glue stick smell. I'm okay with it. This one might be in the Facebook group soon. Matter of fact, I might put this in the group tonight. Cause I think this 150. I can get a dope trade for this one. Man, let me know what y'all would trade. Cause I know I can go on Facebook right now today. I might put this one on the group and I might get me a trade for this. Cause it's still, yeah, I can get a good trade off of that one. And then last but not least, this Pure Excess Night. Ooh, we ain't gotta talk about it. If you know, you know. Maybe one of the best ones from the Excess line outside of Excess Black. Absolute banger. I like it, man. I like it. Those are three fragrances. That was our segment, Shelf Talk. Just revisiting some fragrances, captivating them, kind of warming them up for the season, seeing how they macerated and matured over the seasons. So that was pretty cool. My man said, not Reginald. Yeah, man, the Reginald. The Reginald, fam. All right, last but not least, I do want to go over three decants, and I have no order with the. I just picked three. I have a set. I have a drawer with my decants, and I have them listed 1 to 5, 5 to 10, or 5 to 9, and then 10 and on. So I just grabbed one random one from each box. We're gonna go over those in a second. Hey, Ricky, man. Ricky, first of all, fam, welcome to the channel, man. I want you to know right now. Well, hold up. Welcome to the channel, Ricky, because I don't know if this is your first time here. And either way, we welcome you, fam. I want you to know right now. Fuko by Ampar. I've talked about this. People in the chat have heard me talk about this. I had to put myself on a ban because I found myself always putting it in the list. Ampar got some bangers. And you are absolutely correct, fam. This is a very nice inspiration of the Blue Day Chanel DNA. Now, the one thing that I will say about this one, and I said it before, and I'll say it again, it has like a oriental take to it. It's not much, but there is a slight oriental take to it thanks to the spices that they use in this. But outside of that, it is very much so a Blue Day Chanel DNA. This shit is beautiful. How I see it personally, I have yet to come across another Blue Day inspiration outside of Amber Oud Blue Edition. That one more so comes off like a one of one. Fuko by Ampar definitely comes off like a twist, but you can tell it's that Blue Day Chanel DNA. If you want something that's going to be giving you like an oriental take or inspiration on that, then yes, go with Fuko. It's less than $30, I think, on Joma Shop. I picked up this one. I picked up Shaba, and then I picked up Vague. All three of them, 100 ml. I think 190. I think it's a 90 ml. 90 mls. All three of them, I got them for less than $100. I would absolutely pick that up if you like a Blue Day Chanel style fragrance. I wish they never got rid of L'Homme Ideal cologne. I only have half of a bottle left, and I'm holding on to it for dear life. It's like that sometimes. It's like that. Like, that's how I would be if I had 1 million Privé. That's exactly how I would be if I had 1 million Privé. So I get it. I get it 1,000%. Last segment that we're going to dip into, we're going to go into let's revisit some decants real quick. I got three of them. I got I think a 2 ml or I don't know, man. I just picked them. But I got them different size ranges. I know one of them was a Hugo Boss. I think the other one was a Leighton. And so let's see. Hold on. All right. So we got Leighton, Parfums de Marly. We're going to revisit that one. I mean, it's not really much that we have to revisit because it's Leighton, but it's a beautiful take. Then we have Cerruti, 1881 Blanc. We're going to revisit this one. And then last but not least, we're going to revisit Hugo Boss Bottled Infinite. Start off with the first one. You know we got to hit them with that Leighton. Got to go with Leighton first. See, one of the things that I guess I can understand that cough syrupy vibe that people talk about that they get with Leighton, but personally, maybe I just don't take enough medicine. But I don't know. I get a lot of aromatics, man. I get a lot of like a designer-esque type of lavender. Like, I get a lot of aromatics with this. A lot of brightness. This is still a very beautiful fragrance, in my opinion. If somebody said that this was like their signature scent if somebody was to say this is their signature scent from the Leighton line, I could definitely understand that. Too easy, Ricky. Too easy. I could definitely understand that. For me, this one, top 3. And off the top of my head, I know I can think of Cologne and this one. Top 3. Hautane could probably go in there too, but I know that Leighton and Cologne are absolute beasts when it comes to that Parfums de Marley DNA. But this is the one of the things that I always had with this. We've gotten too many clones that are too close and that take away certain things and aspects that we did not want in the original. Like I still know the Detour Noir, like the Detour Noir to me comes off a little bit more aromatic feel, a little bit more freshness feel. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have that same cough syrup DNA that most people talk about. I don't get that. I get a beautiful fragrance. I get a beautiful fragrance for late, especially when it dries down and it has that. I'm not gonna say mint, but it's like a mint light blast of this very invigorating quality that you get. It's very uplifting that you get once you start to hit that mid. I can see it, man. I don't know. And the crazy thing is, as much as I rave about this fragrance, as much as I say I like it, I still can't see myself getting a full bottle. Still can't see myself getting a full bottle. Give me a 10 ml. Give me a 10 ml. Because if I really wanted to rock this DNA, I would just rock the Tour Noir. If I wanted to rock this fragrance specifically, and at times I think for me it's easy to say that. I wonder at times if people get caught up, especially when it comes to Parfums and Marley and things like that, the more niche brands. We're gonna have a discussion about this. But do people get caught up in the presentation and the allure of having a collection of all fragrances, like being able to showcase that you have every single Parfums de Marley or all the popular ones? Is that more so the rat race that we're in compared to actually getting the ones that we like and just sticking with those? Because when I see people that have like all the Parfums de Marley's, I really do ask myself. Now I know Leighton is a good one, but you have Haltane in the background. That's a unique one. I love Haltane, but I don't know too many people that actually like Haltane. So when I see it in the background and then I never see anybody talk about oud fragrances and things like that, I'm like, why do you have that one? How much is left in there? You might as well sell that bottle to me. Yeah, but Leighton is nice though, man. Leighton is nice. They got a lot of inspirations now that kind of take away from the uniqueness of that one. Let's tap into 1881 Cerruti Blanc. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Very green. Very much so like a work soft fragrance. Very mellow. This one isn't like worth trying to go get also. Unless you just want a fragrance that is extremely personal. Not too much of a projecting feeling fragrance. Not too much of an attention grabbing fragrance. This one people are much more so smell when they're in proximity of you, mostly having a conversation. One-on-one, intimate. This will be great for business. Now, don't get it twisted because it's green, it's inoffensive, it's light, it's not dense, so it's not going to take up the full room. But again, when you have those one-on-one interactions with people, they'll be able to pick that up. They'll be able to pick that up. Green, a little bit of freshness also with it. So it does have a few citrus cues in the opening with this one. Nice. I can see this one transitioning to somewhat of like a floral transition. Nice. Again, now this is one of my decants that I've actually worn this one. So I've spent time with this one. It's almost gone. And I always tell myself, once it gets to a certain point, after a decant, I'll either buy it or I'll just leave it there. This one looking like that once I'm done, it's just going to be there. I probably won't be revisiting this one again. Probably will not be revisiting this one again. But it's not terrible. Again, it's just something. It's just more things that do a similar DNA to this that I would much rather have on. And then when you think about the Cerruti line, you kind of got to look at the Cerruti line similar to what you look at as like the John Barbados. Business, professional, classy. Their fragrances really don't come off as things that are going to be youthful, that are going to be loud and projecting, that are going to be all attention on me. Cerruti don't make fragrances like that. Cerruti make fragrances that are very similar to the John Barbados line of things. And if you're one of my more professional people out there that are looking for more professional fragrances, then the Cerruti line will work, especially if you've gotten into John Barbados, Salvatore Ferragamo line. Cerruti line would work perfectly for you. Yeah. Yeah, but not a bad one, man. I like it. I like it, but I wouldn't buy it again. I wouldn't buy a full bottle. Last, we got that Boss Bottled Infinite. Gonna tap into this one real quick. And the one thing I remember about this one is I remember a lot of aromatics. Simple, but from the Boss line, it was nice. Yeah. Yeah. This one is on that same page. A lot of aromatics up top, clary sage, lavender type of thing. But it also has a very nice green spice to it. Kind of playing in that vein of like a cardamom type of spice. Very fresh, spicy mix with it. Surprisingly, is even though this fragrance is blue, you really don't get like a normal blue aquatic essence with this fragrance. I'm not really getting too much of that typical blue DNA. Shower gel, not yet at least. Maybe as it starts to transition, but right now in the opening, it's extremely fresh, spicy, green. It's in that vein of things. Yep. Ricky, that is. It is. I've never smelled the OG. Is a geranium Vicks Vapor Rub smell. That's in all the latent clones I've smelled. It is, man. But I want to say it's in Tour Noir as well, but I don't remember it being as like potent in the Tour Noir. Like for some reason, with the Tour Noir, I remember the almond aspect, like that sweet, nutty almond aspect that it gives off. I remember a lot more of that than I do that like Vicks Vapor Rub smell. But Boss Bottle Infinite is not bad. Not one that I still feel the need to okay. Not still one that I feel the need to actually go buy a full bottle of. This decant will work perfectly fine. And this will be one that I can use when I'm traveling out and about. Like keeping it simple, really. Keeping it very simple. Nice fragrance. A lot of sage in this one. A lot of sage. So it's much more so playing on the sage than that aromatic clary sage type of combination that I was playing on. So this is nice. Nice, but not to where I would go get a full bottle of it. It's compared to what I already got and how it's growing. There's a few other fragrances that kind of do exactly what this one is doing. Make it tough to reach for it. I could probably see myself getting this one if I could find it for like $20. Has to be a bargain. I can't see myself going out to get this one right now. It would have to be a bargain. Boom. Let's see. But man, let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments, man. We about to slide up out of here a little bit. I think I might do a live stream tonight. I want to do a lot. The only thing is with nighttime live streams is different because I be wanting to repurpose. Night live streams, nighttime live streams. I would be doing it in like the vertical on the shorts reel. So I don't know. I'm debating on it, man. I'm debating on it. You'll see. I'm trying to muster up the strength to just do that at nighttime, but I definitely like the daytime streams. Let me know what y'all think down in the chat. Was this stream a W or a L? Let me know what y'all think I could do better. Let me know what y'all would like to see more from these live streams as well. If there's any more improvements or any things that y'all think I need to work on. I know I need to work on this damn logo down here at the bottom. Like I need to work on this. Like I want to make it like a font, like a picture or something. But I'm not the most tech savvy when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm very much so in like the Stone Age. I just had to learn how to do this shit. But all right, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Gotta get ready for the gym and things like that. But I hope y'all appreciate the live stream. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm on your way out, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so that you can be updated when all this content drops. But we out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a blessed day. Talk to y'all later.